Hi everyone, Lowell Thompson here, and I'm going to share how I do stencil sponging. It's the basic technique for using stencils, and I've got a large flower stencil here and just some regular cardstock. Just putting a piece of painter's tape on the back to secure the cardstock to my work surface. Now I'm going to lay the stencil on top, and I'll secure with some more painter's tape so that it doesn't slide around when I'm sponging. I'm adding a little piece of tape to the very top of the stem, just as a mask to keep it clean while I work on the flower head. So I'm going to start with the lightest color, which is Spiced Marmalade. And I'm going to use the jumbo dauber, ink it up really well. And I'm just going to add some light coating of ink in a circular motion, just to cover the flower head completely. Once I have a coating of ink already on my paper, I can add more ink, pushing a little harder and adding more pressure to make it darker, and it will blend really well once that first layer of ink is on there. So now I'm going to add some barn door to the very center bottom of the flower, and I'm using a little dauber this time so I can control the area. So this adds a lot of color to the flower head, as well as giving the petals some dimension. I'm just going to remove that mask, and now I'm going to mask off the bottom of the flower head so I can work on the stem and leaves. Again, starting with my lightest color, I've got Twisted Citron and a jumbo dauber. I'm just going to add a light coat of ink through the stencil, and then once I have that on, I'll add more ink to darken it up. The last color I'm adding is Mowed Lawn, and again I'm going to use the finger dauber just so I can control exactly where that ink is going to go. So just at the top of the stem and the bottom of the leaves, just to give them some shading. So in just a few minutes, I already have a lovely flower for the card front of my card. Very easy to do. You can do the same for backgrounds, blending colors to create different shades. I'm just going to show you a couple little things you can add if you want to change up your design. I've just added some white dots to this first one. The second one I've doodled with a black fine liner, just outlining freehand. And this one I've used some colored pencils just to add some shading to the petals and leaves. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'm going to share some cards using these techniques. Thanks for watching.